Hi everybody, how are you? Welcome to a new lesson. Today we're going to start unit number 2 of the year. This unit is called Sporting Moments, okay? And the objectives of today's lesson are to identify specific and general information of a text, and also to identify and apply the use of past continuous tense, okay? So let's start with the lesson. Unit number 8, Sporting Moments. Okay, here we have 6 different pictures. And I need that you tell me what can you see in these pictures? Anything. For example, in this picture, I can see 2 men playing with a ball and they're playing basketball. Okay? In this picture, I can see a man swimming in the swimming pool. I can see water, etc. Okay, so I need that you please try to speak, try to describe what can you see in these pictures. Stop the video, please, and do it. Did you finish? Great. Okay, so here we have different sports. And activity number 1 says, match the words in the list with the photos. Write 1 to 6 in the boxes. Number 1, basketball. Number 2, horse racing. Number 3, mountaineering. Number 4, athletics. Number 5, swimming. And number 6, tennis. Okay? So again, stop the video, please, and complete the activity. Okay, great. So let's start with checking the activity. Number 1, basketball, letter C, very good. Number 2, horse racing, letter B, correct. Number 3, mountaineering, letter E, very good. Number 4, athletics, letter F, correct. Number 5, swimming, letter D. And number 6, tennis, letter A. Okay. Activity number 2. Which sports in exercise 1 has these things? For example, a ball, what do you think? Basketball and tennis, good. A race, what do you think? Athletics and horse racing, good. A track, horse racing again, and athletics. Water, swimming. A rope, what do you think? Mountaineering, yes. A net. Tennis. A match. Basketball. And a rider. Horse racing, very good. Okay, so can you name other sports in English? Do it, please. Okay, very good. Okay, now let's read a text. I need that you please open your student books on page number 75, please, 75. And the title of the text is, If You Don't Give Up, You Can't Fail. There are many stories of brave people in sport who didn't give up. Here are 2 of our favorites. Derek Redmond and Geraldine Kaltenbrunner. Let's start with Derek. It was the Olympic Games in Barcelona in 1992, the semi-final of the 400 meters. The sun was shining and the crowd were ready for a great race. The British athlete Derek Redmond was a top runner. He had a very good chance of winning a medal. The race began. At first, Derek was running well. Then, after about 150 meters, he felt a pain in his leg. He fell down on one knee. He had a bad injury and couldn't carry on. The other runners went past him and finished the race. After about 5 seconds, Derek got up and started to run again, on one leg only. Some organizers tried to stop him, but he kept going. The crowd stood up and started to clap. Then another man came onto the track, Derek's father, Jim. His father put his arm around him and said, "Derek, you don't have to do this." Derek replied, "Yes, I do. I have to finish." And so together they walked the last 50 meters and crossed the line. When he finally crossed the line, Derek was crying and 60,000 people were cheering him. Wow. Let's continue with Geraldine now. In the summer of 2010, mountaineer Geraldine Kaltenbrunner was almost at the top of a mountain called K2 in Nepal. She was trying to climb the 8,611-meter mountain for the fifth time, and this time she was climbing with her friend Frederick Erickson. It was about 7 o'clock in the morning and it was snowing a little. The two climbers were getting ready to go up to the last 400 meters. Frederick was trying to tie some rope, but he slipped and fell past Geraldine. He fell 1,000 meters and was killed. Wow. Geraldine went back to base camp. K2 was now a very sad place for her, and she thought perhaps she would never climb the mountain. But there was something very important that she wanted to do. K2 is one of the 14 mountains in the world that are 8,000 meters or higher, and her dream was to climb them all. So in August 2011, she went back to Nepal and K2 and tried again. This time she got to the top. Her dream was complete. Wow. Let's go back on page number 74. Activity number 8, please. Read the article again and correct the information in these sentences. All the sentences have mistakes. The idea is that you find the mistake and have to correct them. You have to do it in your notebooks, please. Okay? So stop the video and correct the sentences. Did you finish? Great. Let's check together then. Number 1. The weather in Barcelona was bad? Incorrect, right? Because the weather was good. The sun was shining, remember. Number 2. Derek Redmond ran in the 200-meter race. Incorrect again, because he ran in the 400-meter race. Number 3. The race organizers tried to help Derek. Incorrect again. The race organizers tried to stop Derek. Number 4. Derek was running when he crossed the finish line. Incorrect again because he was walking, right? Not running, walking. Number 5. In 2010, Geraldine Kaltenbrunner has already tried to climb K2 3 times before. Incorrect, because she tried to climb the K2 for fifth time in 2010. Number 6, Geraldine was alone on the mountain. Incorrect, because she was with her friend Frederick. Number 7. The accident happened in the evening. Note, the accident happened in the morning. And number 8. Geraldine's dream of climbing all the mountains in the world that are 8,000 meters or higher is still incomplete. No, that's incorrect because her dream is complete now. Okay, good. Before we continue with the lesson in the book, we're going to talk about past continuous. Past continuous is the new tense that you're going to learn in this unit, okay? First, the use. We're going to use past continuous when we want to talk about an action that happened in the past during a period of time, okay? Not only happened and in the past, but this action happened in the past, but during a period of time, okay? So let's see the structure. Past continuous tense. Here we have the structure of the affirmative, the negative, and the interrogative form. So pay attention. This is very similar to present continuous. It's very similar, the structure, but it has one difference. Look, in affirmative form, we're going to use the subject first, like we usually do. Then, instead of am, are, and is, we're going to use the verb to be in past, was, and were, and the verb with the ing form plus the complement. Okay, so let's see the example. She was cooking all morning. This happened all morning in the past and during a period of time. She was cooking all morning. So the only difference with the present continuous is the use of the verb to be. In this case, was, because the subject is she. Let's see the negative form. First, we're going to use the subject, then the verb to be in past, was or were, then we're going to use not, and then the main verb, the main action with the ing form and the complement. So look at the example. She was not, you can also say wasn't. She was not or she wasn't sleeping when he came home. And finally, the question. Look at the question. We're going to start the questions in past continuous with the verb to be in past, was, and where or where. Then the subject, then the verb with the ing form, the complement, and the question mark, obviously. So let's see the example. Was she sleeping when he came home? Okay. Now let's check the verb to be in past in case that you don't remember the use of this verb. Okay. So here we have the different pronouns I, he, she, it, you, we, and they, and here we have the use of the verb to be in past. I was, he, she, it was, and you, we, they were. So we're going to use were only with these three pronouns. And with the rest of the pronouns, we're going to use was. Okay? Good. And this is the homework that you have to do this week. You have to open your student books on page number 76, and you have to do activity number 3 and 4, which are related to the use of past continue. Remember that. Okay, so let's read the instructions. Yesterday, the sports teacher was late. What were the students doing when he got there? Complete the sentences with the correct form of the verbs in brackets. Okay, so the example says, Lucy talked in parentheses on her phone. So you have to write Lucy was talking on her phone. Okay, and activity number 4, complete the dialogues with the past continuous form of the verbs, past continuous again. And here we have some questions and answers. Questions and answers, okay? So remember that the homework of this week is not going to be in the workbook, but in the student book on page 76. And that is the end of today's lesson. Remember to do your homework and remember to be prepared for your online classes. Okay? You have to watch the video and do the homework, that's it. So please be prepared, okay? See you next lesson. Bye!